Yesterday I caught myself believing that nothing in my life is changing. And that is a lie. And it is a lie I very often tell myself, actually. And I think we all do. And it was only after talking to Claude, actually, I noticed or caught myself in this lie. It's so easy for us to feel like we're just standing still because we keep moving the goalpost. Every time we achieve something, and it could be big, very big things, then about 5 minutes later, it feels like nothing is happening, or we just move the goalpost. And if I'm looking back, like 2 years ago, I was working as a substitute teacher part-time because I didn't want to continue my previous business. And I was working as this substitute teacher, and then I got this job, my current one. I got a job. It was a corporate job, which I had before, but not like this, and it was better paid than I had been used to, and also steady. So I was very happy about this, and it was great. I thought, well, great, now I make more money, and this is like a proper adult job, kind of. And then just very shortly after I got this job, then I started to think about, oh yeah, okay, but it is true that I make some money, but it's not nearly as much as many other people in same kind of position, or if it had been permanent or that kind of thing. So I started to get just annoyed, and it is so strange because just 2 months before I had been a substitute teacher or had been self-employed where I didn't make any money. And at the same time, as a substitute teacher, you needed to be there, like you needed to be on site to actually get paid. And here, all of a sudden, I could work from home 3 days a week. I didn't have to do that much actually to make this money, and no stress, no nothing. Extremely flexible. Whereas the other was hard work, and it was not very stable, and all of that. And still, just so shortly after, I just completely forgot where I came from, or what I came from, what had been the normal just very shortly, or a very short time ago. And that is just, it is just such a human way of being, this hedonic treadmill, as they call it. Like, you achieve something, but then yes, and you have, that has been your goal for so long. You get the job, you get the relationship, you finally lose those stubborn pounds, kilos, whatever. But as soon as you reach that goal, you just set another one. Then, okay, yes, okay, I got this job, but I'm not making enough money. Or the person over there that I know makes more than me. Or yes, I have the relationship now, but they didn't, I don't know, take me out to fancy whatever. Or yes, I lost the weight, but now I have more wrinkles, or I still need to lose some more, or now I just look at something else that's wrong. So we just keep moving. We keep on moving the goalposts, so we never arrive anywhere. And it is such a shame, because not only does it feel like very often that nothing is happening, when that is really not the truth. But also we keep living in that kind of someday lie. So when this happens, then I'll be happy. Like when I get the job, the promotion, the amount of money in my bank account, if I get to go on that kind of vacation, if I get rid of these wrinkles or those extra kilos or whatever it can be, if I get the right house, then I will be happy. If I just stop being single, then I will be happy. But that's never true, because it's never the outside thing that's gonna make you happy, because as we're just talking about now, you just keep moving the goalpost, because there's always gonna be someone that has more than you, or look better than you, or there's always gonna be someone who has more. And as long as we just keep moving the goalpost and think, when this happens, then I will be happy, then we're never actually enjoying our lives, because it's always just a pursuit about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And I've been reading this book, Courage to be Disliked, and it ends with them talking about some of this actually, that if your life is always about reaching some goal, like if the example here is, if you say you're gonna climb a mountain, then it kind of doesn't matter how you're gonna get there. If you're gonna take a helicopter, or if you're gonna just get dropped there and stay 5 minutes and then go away. And what if you're not gonna achieve it? Then everything is just a waste, or then it doesn't matter, then you're a failure. Because sometimes it can feel like that. If you're not reaching that goal you said you were gonna reach, or you thought you were gonna reach, if you're not reaching that, then it seems like, okay, then I must be a failure, because how else can I look at it? And I know from my own experience that I have done that a lot, that when something didn't go my way, or something didn't happen the way I thought it would or wanted it to, then I kind of thought, well, that was just a failure. Not that I didn't think that there was a lesson in there, or I didn't take anything away from it, but still, it felt like a failure. It felt like I was failing again. And it's just not a very sustainable way of living, because you will never be happy. You will never be happy if it's always contingent on you reaching the next target and the next target and the next target. And some of the things this book is also talking about is, if you're, instead of seeing like this goal you have to reach, and that is what's gonna make you happy, then you see it as a dance, the life as a dance. So it becomes about the journey and not the goal. And it's so easy to say, right? It's so easy to say, well, don't be focused on the goal, it's just about the journey. And I'm not very good at it either, because some of the struggles I had yesterday was about me not thinking I was going anywhere and wanted to go kind of all in. Then I'm gonna do all the things. But of course I'm not going to, because I don't really want to. And also I don't think it's the right approach necessarily, because again, then if it's with social media, at first you're happy with getting one follower, then 10 is big. Then if you keep getting bigger, then your biggest goal is to just reach those 10,000. But as soon as you get to 10,000, then you need to get to 100,000 or something. And it's not the goal that's gonna make you happy. It's the experiences you have on the way, and all the lessons you take with you, and very often there's, not even very often, because I think it's pretty much always the truth or the case, that there is so much wisdom and learning and growing in just moving forward and just seeing where it takes you, and learn along the way and take the detours, enjoy it, instead of just being so goal oriented, so you can only focus on that. And it's such a cliche, just, yeah, life is a journey, not the destination, or think about the whatever, but it's also very true. And again, about in my talk yesterday, I was when I said those things out loud, when I said, well, I don't feel anything is changing, I've worked so much with myself and done the inner work, or still doing it, and a lot has changed on the inside, but nothing has really changed on the outside. And it's in some way that is true, but at the same time you also need to be in a place where you're actually ready to receive what it is you want. And I can say very honestly for myself, if I am being honest, I haven't been ready for any of the things that I say I want, or I do want, but I haven't been ready for it. Just a few months ago, my nervous system was still completely fried, and my body was just in constant fight or flight. So of course it takes time, and things are happening, even if it doesn't seem like they are. But if I look back just a year ago, just even 3-4 months ago, so much has happened on the inside. And even though from the outside it doesn't look like anything is changing, then things are really changing. And at one point, the outside is gonna catch up with us all. It's just much slower than we would prefer, because sometimes it's just, I want this to happen, and I want it to happen now. Actually, just yesterday, not even now, yesterday, preferably, I can't speak. And I've also lost my microphone, so that is great. But what have you achieved that you haven't really given yourself credit for, and where you have just moved the goalpost? Do you recognize any of this? I think most of us do in some way or another, but it is, because it is really just how humans work. Just go, 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 and next and next and next. So we kind of forget often to just be present right here and now, and to actually give ourselves credit for what has happened and how much have actually changed. Yeah. that was just a few thoughts on this, and I will practice on this as well, and give myself some more credit for all the things that are actually changing. Just being here on YouTube for every day for I think 16 days or something now. So that is not something I would have done before. Probably it has never happened, not on video, but anything. So that is also just a little accomplishment and a change. So I thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next time. Hope you will stick around. Have a great day, evening, whatever.